It's Lewis here, men's physique, NPC athlete. Today we're gonna be running through a chest workout, chest and shoulders. 4.5 weeks, I'm gonna be trying to re-qualify again at a national qualifier. And then 8 weeks out from now, I'll be attempting a pro qualifier in the Bahamas, where I have to win the overall in order to obtain the pro card. So that's the goal, obtaining the pro card. Another shot. This will be my second attempt at trying to get my pro card. Spent the last 2 years growing. I think, we've really improved dramatically. So just gonna give it my all. I feel hungry and tired, but like once I get into the workout, it's like I feel stronger than normal. I can't explain it. You just gotta like get out of your head and realize that you're stronger than you feel, I should say. So before I even start chest, I do a chest activation. If you just go straight into it, your chest isn't activated, I've noticed, at least for me. I like to take this bar and push in and squeeze just to really start pushing the blood into your chest. And do the other side, just hold it for 10 seconds. This really helps before starting the first set. The first working exercise set will be the incline cable fly, 2 sets of 20.
What's your cardio at right now?
Cardio is 4 cardios a week, 45-minute sessions. I can split it up, fasted, post-workout. It was 120 beats per minute average for my heart rate. Now the cardio is still the same, 45 minutes, but it's 135. So it's difficult to get to 135. So you have to really gun it. So sometimes I just do 25 minutes in the morning like I did today, and then I'm gonna do 20 minutes later just to knock out the full 45. I mean, 4 cardios a week isn't that bad.
Yeah.
So before I was doing 60 minutes fasted and 60 minutes post-workout 6 days a week, and I did that for at least 5 or 6 weeks. So
that last prep or this?
It was last prep 2 years ago. Whatever is gonna get me the leanest, the easiest way, then that's what I would wanna do. Be able to eat the most amount of food, by still getting lean. That's what I'd rather do. I think everyone would.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Thankfully my coach has kind of figured that out with me the past almost 2 years. So I think we're in a good spot. We're gonna do that dumbbell incline press. 2 sets of that. We're gonna do a top set first and then a back off set. So. Always go slow on the negative, even if you're about to fail. Hands down, the prep has been the easiest it's been ever, because before I was doing so much cardio, my mental wasn't right, my training wasn't correct. So everything this time is pretty much laid out for me. I just have to execute daily. But how I feel, how lean I've been getting, it doesn't feel like I've done much. I've had 6 or 7 refeeds, multiple high days. My high days are 3,500 calories, and I get at least 1 of those a week, sometimes 2 a week. I've lost over 23 pounds. I don't think I've ever done that in any prep. I've never lost that much weight in any prep. My health phases are harder than this, so it's not bad at all. So my first set, I was focusing on doing 8 to 10 reps I hit about 10 reps. I'm gonna try to aim for 12 to 15 this time with a lighter weight. But keep in mind, I'm doing 2 sets on a lot of stuff, but I've done this my whole off season. I've done this my whole health phases, everything. I mean, it doesn't take a lot. You just have to make sure you're progressing. One concept that I had is like, oh, I don't feel sore enough. I don't feel like I'm really hitting it right because I'm not sore this time. And you can't base it off of whether you're sore or not. You have to base it on whether, are you getting more reps? Did you get more reps with your form cleaner? So you really want to think about like how you're progressing week by week and not really focus on, oh, like, did I really demolish that muscle this week? It's not about that. It's about how you're progressing week by week. And that's one thing that I had to really just take a step back and learn and say, okay, I need to really focus on my numbers, focus on my form. And that's what helped me grow these past few years. You'll see another YouTube video of me that I did 3 years ago, and you can take a look at that one and compare it to how I look in this one, and it's a pretty big difference. Come on. We're gonna run over to the incline hammer press, the Atlantis. We're gonna do 3 sets on this one, 12 to 15. I'm gonna try to hit 12 reps on that. I was doing 3 plates per side during the off season. That was 23 pounds ago. But now we're really lean and have nothing on there. So we just gotta do the best we can. So for this exercise, I'm gonna add the half foam roller. What this does is a lot of times people are pushing their shoulders too forward and it disengages your chest. So if you put this in between your shoulder blades, it kind of locks you in place, angles you right, so it gives you enough depth and really drives that muscle group. So half foam roller, I bought 2 here for the gym at RVA Iron. This is my personal one. My Pennsylvania show is it's in the outskirts of Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh has this like brunch cafe that I saw on Instagram. I was just like blown away. I haven't had like a brunch meal ever because like normally my last meal, if it's a free meal, has to be the last meal. So it's like hard to get brunch. And like sometimes it's on a Friday or a Saturday. So I can't really do it Sunday, like midday. So I think that's the move. Same thing. So for the Bahamas, I mean, I'll be in the Bahamas, so I'm gonna eat whatever that whole day. Probably breakfast foods. If I can find sushi somewhere. I really like chocolate chip cookies and brownies. So I definitely want some like mixed drinks. Like, you know, mixed drink and a coconut in the Bahamas, sitting by the beach. With my Pro Card on the side. That'd be the best. I'm gonna be eating so much food throughout the week that by the time I'm done my show, I'm gonna be so sick of food that the only thing I'm gonna want is to just drink, go have fun, and snack all day. Like I always want so much right now. But then once it comes down to it, my goal has always been not to just get the card, but I really want to do a pro show. Been really wanting to do the Tampa Pro because it's right there by my birthday. And it's also close to where my dad lives. He's never seen me compete. So it'd be cool for him to see me compete as a pro for the first time at a pro debut. So there's a ton in Florida. You know, there's the Tampa Pro, there's the Florida Pro, Daytona Pro. I think there's the St. Petersburg show as well. So a lot of different options. Hopefully I'll get there within a year or two. We'll see. So I've actually, before I even started prepping, in 2017, I was really big and I wanted to get lean. So I got lean, really skinny. Then I gained weight and I was like, all right, I need to get leaner again. And I filled out more. I started looking more like a bodybuilder at that point. And I just did this every year. Just like, I don't want to be fat. I would just put myself through my own preps and get lean by myself, no coach. By the time I got to a prep, it was like, well, dang, like this is so easy. My body's gotten used to getting really lean. I think that's why like my abs show better. So we're gonna do dumbbell lateral raises, and shoulders was my weakest point at one point. Shoulders was like my younger sister would pick on me and say like, you need to train your shoulders. Like your shoulders are like, it looks weird. Now everyone's like, oh my God, dude, your shoulders. I just learned how to train them the right way. So I use this machine here, which is normally used for like hamstring, but it helps me stay stable when I'm using dumbbells because I'm not using a machine. So we're doing 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps. We're gonna switch to Spanish music on my end just to get in the groove here. So my last show, they wanted me to have more back muscle, and I needed to work on my posing. Back has gotten a lot better. I'd say it's probably my strong suit now. Posing still sucks, so I really got to practice that every day now. Actually just had a talk with my coach, and he basically just, in the nicest way, told me, he's like, dude, we're about to spend how much going to the Bahamas for you to just pose like crap? We got to practice that every day. Here on out, it's gonna be every day, twice a day. So that's gonna be a big priority for me. Next is partial lateral raises. So the partials allow me to use a heavier weight. So we're not going all the way up, we're just doing a slight partial movement with a heavier weight. So like right now, like the way my body looks, honestly, like I look just as big, if not bigger, than I did in my off season. So I know that we're really keeping a lot of size. Some days I wake up, I'm just like, man, I'm losing my size. I'm so small. But you guys got to get that out of your head, because like what helps me realize it is I'm taking my weight every day and it's not dropping as fast anymore. So just because I have a few days where I'm really low and I'm not as full doesn't mean that I'm losing size. It's all part of the process. So people that haven't prepped before, they're like, oh, I'm losing muscle. I'm like, no, you're not. You're getting flatter, which is okay. Like, you're supposed to. that has to happen. But I would say this is probably the fullest prep I've had, right? I haven't felt that many flatter days, I should say. But I'm still 4.5 weeks out, so. The only thing I'm thinking about is like, okay, is my form good? But then as soon as I'm done, I'm like, okay, God, I'm so freaking hungry. So like I cook my post-workout meal right before coming here every day that I work out. It's like 160 grams of shrimp, 250 grams of rice, 100 grams of like bell peppers that have already been cooked, and then 100 grams of pineapple. And that's my post-workout meal. Yeah, so it's a nice stir fry it all together and warm it up, put it in a container. It's in the car waiting for me. As soon as I'm done, smash that. It's gonna be gone in like 5. This is the hanging leg raises, most underutilized tool for doing abs here. This is the magic. I'm short, so like I need a step stool. Use this so that you're not having to hold on to these bars and worry about your grip. All you're doing is keeping that tension in your abs. Well guys, how was my chest and shoulders today? Went through a lot of 3 chest exercises, 2 shoulders, 1 tricep, and ab movement. This is my second push day for the week. So I generally have 2 push, 2 pull, a leg, 2 rest. That's my split. Not exactly in that order, but that's my split. So awesome workout. I just want to thank everybody at the RVA Iron team, Josh, for putting this video together. I hope you guys can take some pointers, some tips. If you see me at the gym and you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Get out there and let's grow some chest, grow some shoulders.